Welcome. A matter of choice. When I read this Bhagavad Gita, it's very clear there is no ambiguity in the Gita. The text has Krishna clearly giving Arjuna and all of us a similar power to choose the actions that we perform, the words that we speak, the thoughts that we think, like every other great power. This one is as liberating as it is terrifying. Terrifying because, well, there they go. All our excuses. I can't do the right thing because I'm too small, too weak, too insignificant, too poor, too tired, too. According to the Gita, there is no such thing as I can't. What we are really saying is I won't, which means that all we need to do is to change the I won't to I will for the magic to begin to happen. Yup, we have the power, but it comes with the responsibility of using that power well. In other words, according to the Gita, it's we and only we who determine how we live our lives. Like action with wisdom. That's an unbeatable combo. Don't you agree? Now, this shloka, it says, Yatra Yogeshwaraha Krishno Yatra Partho Dhanudhara Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matir Mamaha. Means, when there is Krishna, the Lord of Yogas, and where there is Partha, wielder of the bow, there, in my opinion, is fortune, victory, prosperity, and virtue. In fact, this is the very last shloka of the Bhagavad Gita and one of the most unambiguous. It conclusively ends the argument on a number of questions and on many levels. First off, it sends out a strong and clear answer to King Dhritarashtra's first question contained in the shloka that opens the Gita. Tell me, Sanjay. The king had asked, what is going on in that holy field of Kurukshetra, where my sons and the sons of my brother Pandu have gathered to fight? If the king had hoped to hear that, it looked as though the Kauravas were all set to win, since their numbers were so much larger, or even that the two sides looked evenly matched in skill and the result was difficult to call. Sanjaya's pronouncement in this shloka dashed that forlorn hope to the ground. What Sanjaya is essentially saying here, with no ambivalence whatsoever, is that the side that has Krishna and Arjun in it is sure to bag victory. Secondly, the Gita in this shloka declares that man's actions are incomplete and eventually unsuccessful, both in terms of being right and in terms of bringing him lasting joy. If he does not work hand in hand with God, or if his action does not have God's blessings, if Arjuna is with Krishna, then victory and goodness and peace are guaranteed. If he chooses to work alone, thinking that he himself can make his actions bring him the results he wants, he is very sadly mistaken. There is a third way of looking at the message in this shloka. Krishna, the yogi, is described here as the Lord of wisdom, and Arjuna, the warrior, as the master of action. As you must have realized by now, Arjuna, the one asking all the questions, the one whose mind is conflicted with doubt, the one who's on the horns of a really big dilemma, is really a metaphor for all of us. We are all warriors in the daily battlefield of life, and we are often lost, full of conflict, doubt, and fear, often ready to take action, but rarely knowing what the right action is. What the Gita is saying in this shloka is that while action is good, there is no way to ensure it is right unless it is done hand in hand with wisdom. Conversely, the Gita is also saying that wisdom, knowing that the right thing to do is no good to you or anyone else unless you are also prepared to act on that knowledge. It is only when Arjuna is with Krishna and Krishna is with Arjuna that true victory and right action can result. In one fell swoop, the Gita denounces both armchair philosophers who think and talk but do not act nor practice what they preach, and reckless men of action who do a lot but don't quite think what they are doing through. It urges all of us to act, but act wisely, or coming at it from the opposite direction to reflect on what is right and then go ahead and do it. How can you ensure you're acting wisely? There is no easy answer to that one, but there are some hints, nudges, and recommendations in the Gita, some starter kit tips, as there are in every wise book, to help you along. The rest you will have to discover for yourself as you go along. So, what do I say to that? Bow to Lord Krishna. Hope you enjoyed the Bhagavad Gita as much as I enjoyed reading it. Do share it amongst your friends. Just plug in the earphones and listen to it whenever you're free. Thank you so much.